here's a rundown of my pedal board. So it starts over here on the side and it has these 4 1/4-inch jacks. This is the tempo module, and this is my input for my guitar, and that goes to the tuner, into the Kali compressor, into the Morning Glory, and then from there it goes down to the fuzz, the Hooligan, back up to the Mayflower, and then to the J-Rocket 45 caliber, and then the Amp 11. From here it goes back to the volume pedal. So volume into the first HX Stomp, which I'm using for effects, and I have a chorus setup and then 2 delays, so that's foot switch 1, 2, and 3, and then I have a tube screamer for foot switch 4, and then a tremolo on foot switch 5. And I trigger that with this simple switch. This is basically just 2 of these like aux pedals in one enclosure. So the left side down here is foot switch 4, so that turns on the overdrive, and then this is the tremolo. So yeah, this left side controls the HX Stomp, and then the right side is controlling the quartz. So basically I have this set up as next song and previous song for the quartz. So push this and it changes the song up and down, and then this foot switch here is for tap tempo, and then I can obviously manually change it here. But this is a great pedal. So from there, this HX Stomp, it goes into my other one, which is doing just amps and just these 2 effects as well, but it's mainly for amps. So I have the tremolo and then a univibe, but then after that it goes into the effects loop, which sends from here to the BigSky and then back in, and that's all in stereo. So the way that you do that is there's a stereo send right here, and I made a cable, it's a TRS right angle into 2 mono, and I'll show you how I made that cable. So here's my effects loop cable. It's just a TRS end here and then 2 mono patch cable ends. I labeled that so I would know which one's left, but basically I just soldered this, so the tip would be the left, and then ring right here is right, so it just splits off over to 2 mono signals, just because the HX Stomp only sends a stereo out for the effects loop. It doesn't do left and right, it just does 1 stereo TRS jack. So this just allows me to go HX Stomp out to 2 mono ends of the BigSky. So all of my cables are Evidence audio, and then these are SP 500s. Then I have some straight ones, the straight SquarePlugs. I'll put a link to it, I forget what they're called, but these are all SP 500s on the pancake ends, but they're great. And then these MIDI cables, I'm just sending from here into this HX Stomp and then out of this one into this one. So they're all synced up with the tempo. And then I have the volume control here set to only control the headphone out. So it's cool because I can come over here and this is the end of my chain. So I can just plug my headphones in here if I'm traveling and just want to play quietly. Just plug my headphones into the side right here. So here's the underside of the pedal board, and the actual board is a Temple, I think it's a T21, but Temples are great because you can just screw the pedals down and they don't move. So my pedal board is straight up and nothing's coming off, so that's great. But the underside is fairly clean. I kept everything together with just these zip ties and these little adhesive blocks right here. But I'm running a Strymon Zuma, and then off of that is the Strymon Ojai. Those work great. And then this LED. But yeah, these power everything great. Super happy with them. But here's the other side of the input module / output. So these are the straight plugs I was talking about. So that's right and left, and then there's my input, which goes to the tuner. But yeah, that's pretty much it.